Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently fighting rebels, as we tend to do. We've only got like a couple years left before the end of the game. I'm not actually sure if we're going to do any more expansion or if we're just going to fight rebels for the rest of the time. I guess we'll find out. Now, I'm committed to ending either this episode or the next episode. It kind of depends on how much time we spend, well, doing this. Paused and talking. On that note, let's not do that. So we're going to proceed here, and we're going to catch this force. Now, these guys are moving over this way. Right, they were moving to here. We're only going to catch half of this force. Now, this Caberite Uprising is a bit of a problem, specifically because it has some powerful vassals here. I'm not sure how we're going to handle that just yet. But we're going to fight these guys, and they're not commanded by the war leader. So this should be okay. We shouldn't capture the war leader here. Now, they did just pass us in siege score. That's to be expected. So we defeat this half force, and then their reinforcements come in, and we're just fighting the second half. It's part of the same battle, but we fought them half at a time. So that's beautiful. So we're going to finish that battle up. That'll net us some war score. We gained a level of fame as well. That's nice. So what's our battle war score right now? +1. Okay. So we obviously need more siege war score. We're also going to need to split these guys up a bit so that they can reinforce. Now this is only 14k here. So we're going to move them over to like here. Cool. So we're going to continue our siege here. There we go. I hope they're not retreating to literally right here. That would be awkward if they were. These guys are supposed to be going here. Okay, yeah, they're not. Good. We're going to head over this way and continue our sieging. So how much more siege war score can we lose? We can lose 20 more. We can gain 40 more. Okay. So, how many unraised troops do we have? In terms of unraised troops, we've got 50,000. Where is the war leader here? He is in this army. That's deeply unfortunate for us. Without our men-at-arms, we can't defeat this force. The mercs are very expensive. Like, incredibly expensive. We can call our dynasty member into the Caberite Uprising, but that's unlikely to actually do anything of note. Okay. And they have ticking war score. If we lose, do these guys all become independent and this becomes theirs? Or do we just lose these like 3-4 counties? I actually want to forescience this. I've never lost a populist uprising before, and I'm not sure what happens. We're 100% going to revert back to this save that I'm making right now, but I just want to know what happens if we lose this war. We're going to surrender, and I'm going to revert this either way. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. So we only lose this one duchy. Now, we're going to reload it because we have a chance to win that. I just wanted to know what happens if we lose. So now that I know that, that's not that big of a deal. The major problem is that we don't really have time to reconquer it. Unless we break the truce. Which we could do right at the end of the game. However, with that being the case, we're going to move over here, and we're just going to get what we can in the Independence War. We're going to get these guys ready to go, and I do want to find some armies up here that we can actually take. Are they all grouped up? These guys are part of the Independence War as well. Do they actually have populist armies? Hang on. He only has 8K. So they're all grouped together with the noble armies. Interesting. And what do they actually have occupied? I see. Now that's interesting. We actually just need to occupy this. If I'm reading this correctly. This guy's not at war with us. Wait, so what do they have occupied? Apparently, attacker controls war target. So we just need to occupy one of their locations with a dotted line? Are there any out over here? The answer appears to be no. Attacker controls war target. What exactly is the war target here? I would assume it's this, but this is part of our realm. Do we just have to hold one thing that they have? If so, we could go after this level 4 castle over here and stop them from having ticking. In theory. But this guy isn't rebelling against us. Hang on. He's not in this war, but his liege is? Yes, his liege is. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So this is enemy territory. This is not. So we could raise up troops here. And we're going to start working on that. Now then. We're going to continue to siege over here and reinforce these guys. We're keeping an eye out for enemy armies over here to fight. And that's good. So they're at minus 80 here right now. That's expected. Cool. We're going to keep gathering here for a bit. Now, we are going negative in our monthly income. I'm well aware of this. We're going to go to about... Actually, this is good for now. We're going to split off around 5K here. And they're going to go start a slow siege over here. I would love to see a siege leader. Do we have one? Not one that's available, it would seem. Okay. Well, that's inauspicious. I guess we could go for, like, aggressive attacker. It's not perfect, but sure. We're going to keep raising troops over there for the time being. We're sieging here. Our steward is trying to claim the throne. I wish him luck in that. We lost the siege of Winchester. They're now at 98. They can only get 2% more. We can get quite a lot more, so that's okay. And we have ticking on our side. So, these guys are going to be arriving over here. We've raised about 22,000. And we're going to call this good. We're going to stop gathering, and we're going to split them off. And then, what is the supply limit here? Okay, we're going to split off about another 2,000. No, not 5,000. We're going to split off about another 2,000 from each of these. They're going to move in here. And then these guys, I don't want to split them in half. No, 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 no. Oh, well, whatever. We can't select them. Okay, there we go. We're going to split off with these guys. We're going to split off just these. Not in... Wow, I'm dumb. Okay. Okay, I'm really dumb. We're going to wait for these guys to stop moving. There. Now we can see what's going on here. These guys are going to come down over... Not this way. Where did I intend these to go? That's a good question. So we've got 12K here, 8K here. I guess they need to come south. And yeah, that'll do. So I'll have like 10K in each of these. So this siege will be done in 10 months. That's fine. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And we do see this enemy army over here. So we're going to group up over this way. And we're going to come fight these lads. Eventually we'll get there. Eventually. Okay. So we have slightly more numbers, and we should be able to win that. Very nice. Huh. The populist is offering us white peace. I really didn't expect this. This is very unusual. And I accept. I don't know. That's weird. That's very strange. But sure. If that's the way he wants to play it, I'm okay with it. So this is still rebelling against us. So we're going to keep our siege going here. We're going to continue with our plan over this way. That seems fine. I'm actually going to send this army up here to begin a slow siege, and this army over here to begin a slow siege. Now, we don't actually expect these sieges to amount to much in this war. We're getting close to cap, and by the time they finish, I do expect that we will be capped. Now, in terms of battles, we've got plenty more war score to get there. So this should net us at least like 4 or 5% war score. So that'll be great. And yeah, we have better quality than they do. We have more army commander traits. They are slightly in debt as well. So we do expect to win this. And that's beautiful. Now this is dotted line over here. We probably want to head over there next. Just to make sure that we don't lose our ticking war score. But we've got quite a lot of that as it is. And yeah, we're just crushing them. Beautiful. So we're going to head down over here and make our way towards this location, just moving along this river. We're at 18%, and we got 2% from Battle War score. Nice. Okay, so that's perfect. We're now at plus 21. We could white peace if we wanted to. That is objectively a bad idea if we didn't have the game ending in 3 years. I'm going to play this as if we are not going to end the game. We're just going to keep going as if we're not going to end. The best thing for us to do right now, with it ending in 3 years, would be to white peace this rebellion and then take this territory over here. We're not going to do that. Just because we're kind of role-playing that the game isn't going to end. So we do need to make sure that... Oh, this is actually really solid over here. We're just going to split these guys in half, like so. And we're going to make sure that they are resupplying. And they'll just garrison that area for right now. Cool. So we're at 22% war score. There we go. No, don't go that way. Come on over here. Thank you. Okay, we do need a new steward, and it will be this gentleman. Fantastic. Okay. They are continuing to siege, but it doesn't matter. They are at cap. We are going to be at cap very soon. We also lost our chancellor, and this guy will get put in. Perfect. Okay, so we're at 36%. We can get another 3% from occupation. That'll happen here. So any further occupation will not net us any war score. Which is unfortunate. They're going to go wildly over their cap. That's just the way it happens. They do that. That's just the way it works. We are in debt, and that's going to make further expansion in the last remaining little time very unlikely. That said, This unit's not sieging. We're just going to disband them. This unit finished their siege. We're going to disband them. This unit is sieging. They're going to continue until they finish their siege, and then we'll disband them as well. Okay. So these guys should probably make their way down over this way. But honestly, this is going to take a long time for ticking war score, isn't it? Well, maybe we capture somebody useful here. Maybe they actually are occupying all of these, and it's very unlikely. Maybe they're actually occupying these and we end up winning from this, but I don't think that's going to happen. Like I said, that's extraordinarily unlikely. So at this point, it's just waiting on ticking war score. Yeah, that's literally the whole thing that we're doing right now. Good old ticking war score. That's just not very interesting. This is what I don't like about these rebellions, because you're incentivized to not actually capture the leader. So you end up having things like this going on, where you both reach the occupation cap. We can't really contest their occupations because we're so big. They can't really contest ours either. And so it just ends up being a wait for ticking war score. I do hope that that's something that Paradox either has addressed in the latest version, which we're not on, or that they do address soon enough, because this is silly. This is quite silly. I'm not going to lie. And it's specifically these types of wars that I have the issue with. Only independence wars. And the only reason it happens is because if you capture the enemy leader, then they exit the war and you lose all of your war score. That's the only reason why this works the way that it does. If they change that, then all of a sudden we become incentivized to actually attack the enemy war leader. Ooh, look at this. They've got troops heading this way. I like it. So, this is territory that is considered friendly to them and hostile to us. We're going to let them approach. And we'll just keep an eye on this. They have a number of units on the way, but they're pretty spread out. If we were to head up here, would we see attrition? Actually, we wouldn't, surprisingly. So we're going to move up over here. Okay, so these guys are rebelling. That's unsurprising. And also this popped in. What is this? We never even got a notification for this. Darfur is attacking over here. Okay. No pop-up ever popped up. These guys are rebelling, so I don't see a need right now to defend them. They can fight their own war. Cool. So we're going to move up over here. No, we're going to move up over here. We're going to group these guys together. And I want to come up over this way and intercept some of these forces. Like halfway in the middle of them. A lot of these forces are too far away to engage. Now, there is this French uprising, and that's over here. There's a lot of... Let's see, are you in that uprising? No, you're in the Independence War. So he needs to fight them for us. That's the overall idea right now. We'll allow him to do that, and then we'll deal with that after this war. I'm deeply unsurprised that these rebellions are happening due to the bubonic plague rapid successions, of course. This is completely and totally expected. We're actually going to catch a force here. So that's beautiful. We catch these guys. Apparently we've got a friend. Excellent. And we stack wipe that force. And we're going to head up over here. Catch this guy. And we should probably take a look over here. This is actually a populist force. I'm surprised one spawned all the way over here, but okay. Apparently they're French. Good to know. So we'll eliminate this force, and then we're going to head in over here, try to intercept these guys. We're now up to battle war score of 4. So that's beautiful. We do see another fairly large force behind that, and there is another faction behind this. We're not shocked about this at all. Orthodox populace and Ashari populace. Yeah, that's deeply unsurprising. So we're going to eliminate these guys to net ourselves a little bit of war score here. And we're going to head up this way. We'd love to fight these forces. And we'll see what it ends up looking like as we get a little bit closer here. They probably don't want to fight us, but in the mountains would be the way to go for them. So we have eliminated this populist force here. Now, I would not mind white piecing this. I would also not mind... They're not sieging the actual target currently. So we're going to get ticking war score here, but we maybe won't because that's currently under rebellion. It's just a little awkward over there, for sure. Wait. You've got to be kidding me. We captured this leader. He left the war. We lost all of this war score. Okay, so we still have our ticking war score and our battle war score. They're still not capable of winning, but we actually do need to go back to sieging. Now, we can get another almost 60% war score here. It's not the end of the world. It's just annoying. So the chances here are even, and in order to even up those chances a bit, we're going to ransom off some of these prisoners. We can't get that one, but we'll ransom off some of these guys, and this is just going to make us a little bit of cash. And again, the goal here is just to even up this because we're slightly in debt right now. We need to not be slightly in debt when this battle happens. That would be the way to go. Okay. That's not going to make much gold, but it'll make a little. Cool. So now it looks like we're going to win that handily, and actually they're leaving. We'll see about catching them over here. And we're going to need to continue to siege over this way. No doubt about that one. So we're going to come down over here next. And we got to work our siege back up. There's no way around it. I really strongly dislike that capturing them in Independence Wars makes them instantly leave for the war. I really believe that that's something Paradox needs to fix. Hang on, they're walking into us. Battle in 16 days. We're going to leave in 17. I'm not going to touch this. I want them to lock in. Beautiful. They're attacking us in the mountains. This is very dumb of them. Very, very dumb indeed. Okay, so that's good. We're going to get ourselves some nice battle war score from that one. And we're going to continue attacking down over here. Perfect. There we go. So we're going to push this ahead a little bit. And how many troops do they actually have? We can't see without turning down our UI scale. Okay, sure. So we're definitely winning this battle, and we do see that they have a large force heading south. They're probably coming to attack down here, is my guess, although they might be trying to reinforce this. It's not going to happen. We do need to get rid of this force up here. We will disband them. And our siege force here, they are going to move down over here. We just need to get more siege war score at this point. That is our primary and really our only goal. So we win this battle. And that's great. We're going to back off down over this way and head back towards our actual siege war score. We're currently at 57 from occupation. So we can still get another 43. By the time we get that, we might have enough from ticking. Maybe. We'll see. So these guys control the war target at this point, apparently. So have they actually gotten around to sieging this? They have. Fair enough. Well, that's Darfur there, and that's Kordofan. Lithuania is here and heading south. I'm wondering if Lithuania is going to take care of it. I hope so. For now, we're not going to do anything about that. That is not our plan. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to wrap up this series the way we started. Fighting rebels. Like, this is how we lived our life. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.